Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday. It is time to jump on and do the Tour de Zwift stage 5. I'm going to do the medium course, which I think is around the Greater London route in London, obviously, on Zwift. Don't really fancy the hills that are in the other course around Richmond. No, I think I'm going to stick to the flat course around London because for some reason I kind of hit a wall at about 4 o'clock today. I suddenly got really, really tired, and I don't feel particularly strong. So I'm still going to get on. I'm still going to do it. That is what, staying motivated, staying on the bike. I'm going to get on and do it, and hopefully it'll be all right. Today's been a busy one, as has this week, actually. I feel like I've got loads of stuff done with calculating the points for the races, getting all the rides set up for the week. Work. I've been staring at pretty much the same spreadsheet for 3 days in a row. That's probably why I'm feeling a bit tired, but ticked off some work stuff. So feeling really positive about things, just a little bit tired, but time to get changed, jump on the bike and do the next Tour de Zwift stage. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit fresher afterwards. Right, done. I feel a bit better now. I feel a bit more awake. It was 2 laps of the London Greater London Flat, something like that anyway. 2 laps. I managed to stay in a group. We kind of formed a group and we were actually picking up riders, as we obviously in the draft as we caught up with them. I got to about 5 kilometres left and I realised that my power was getting quite jaggedy. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to back it off for the last 5k and just sit at sort of a blue zone effort, a little bit of green, a little bit of grey, but try and keep it flat. So that's what I did for the last 5k because I just thought that's what I kind of needed in the legs rather than pushing to keep up with that group. But did enjoy it. Now I'm hoping my legs recover enough in time for the race tomorrow. Fingers crossed, and I'll see you then. Right, we're on the bike then, ready for the race. Changed my weight back down to, I think it was 97 kilograms. Under 100 kilograms again, which is nice. Hopefully I can do all right. 10 seconds to go. As usual, I know I repeat myself pretty much all the time, but the plan is to try and stay in with any group that forms at the start to make sure that I take any advantage of the draft as I can from the start. Let's go. Okay, so we're just over 2 minutes in. I think the majority, if not all, of the riders who are in this group, which shows that the weight adjustment has done what it was supposed to. It's not an easy pace at any means, but we've pretty much gone downhill so far. This is a 3-village loop in Mercury. We're going to hit a bit of an incline soon, and that might be where we see some splitting of this main group, but a little way to go before we get there yet. I think we're just about to cross what is actually the start of the 2 laps. Come on. Oh, we got up the first little climb. I think we're about to go up another one now. Kind of split slightly, I think. There's 2 groups now. Oh, we're going down here. Maybe it's up the next one. But yeah, still having to work hard to stay in with this group. 17, nearly 18 kilometres still to go. Come on. Well, I've got to the top of those climbs in a relatively okay position, but you can see how much I've been in the red just to do it. There are some strong riders here tonight. I'm really struggling now to stay with them. Well, as usual, I'll do what I can to get the benefit of the draft. We've got J Robinson, R Oz, E Langva, Seymour, slightly out the front, C White, D Connerty, me and Stu together, A Lloyd just behind, P Davies, JT, 8 seconds back, and then S Pie and G Evans a bit further back. Oh no, my trainer's cut out. Oh no. Oh, I've got going again. Shifted over to Bluetooth. Oh, that's so frustrating. Don't know what caused that. The thing is, I had the camera cut out a minute ago as well. I'm gonna have to check where I put the USB extender into my computer. How frustrating. Where am I? So I'm 35 seconds behind. Sort of C Finlayson and C Shand in front. 15 seconds ahead of D Howard. Kind of in the middle of nowhere now, with no one to ride with, so I'll keep going until someone catches me from behind. Hopefully we can work together. Alright, into the last 10k. I'm not catching people in front, and I'm not really losing time to people behind. I'm kind of just in my own world now, trying to stay motivated to put out as much as I can. I'll continue to do so. I do have a bit of a pain in my back though. Don't know whether I twisted it when I got off to sort the connection issue out, or I've got a stitch. I'm hoping it'll ease off. Coming to the hillier bits, and then I'll see if I can jump forward and see some other people and see how they're getting on. Right, rather than watching me painfully go up this hill, let's jump ahead. We've got C Finlayson and C Shand rolling together, riding together. G Evans, 14 seconds ahead. A little group here, S Pie, P Davies, JT and A Lloyd on their way up that little climb. Forward to C White, who's 27 seconds ahead. And D Connerty, and then we got J Robinson, Seymour, E Langva and Stu about 5 seconds ahead, still together, and then R Oz out front. I think, was there someone else ahead there? Can't see it anymore, so maybe not. So R Oz currently taking the lead. I'll sit in and watch these guys for a bit, see if anything exciting happens. Still a little way to go. 5.4k to go, 22 seconds behind Craig, and 20 seconds ahead of I. Davies and D. Howarth, who I think have closed that gap. I think they're starting to work together. I think I. Davies caught D. Howarth a little while ago, and slowly closing that gap. Just over 5k to go. You know, I don't think I've got any hope of catching Craig in front. My legs are properly spent. Lots of jaggedy efforts as usual, although a little bit flatter when I've been on my own than what they were. But as like now, I have to just take my legs off for a sec. Oh, let's jump ahead and see what's going on up front. We've still got this group. Our Oz is 15 seconds ahead of Eric, who I think was riding with that group a second ago. He's pulled out a 3-second gap on Jay Robinson, Stu and Seymour. Let's go back and ride with them for a bit. They haven't got far left to go. Alright, so we're going to have our first rider over the line. Our Oz is going to win it 15 seconds ahead of Eric. He's just about to come round to the finishing line now. Then we jump back to Stu, who is with Seymour. Stu's just got that lead out the front. I think it's going to be enough. Jay Robinson and Seymour towards the line. Seymour's going for it. The power's going up. It's going to be taken by Seymour. Back to D. Connerty. Great sprinting, guys. D. Connerty will be the next person over. And you got a bit of a 30-second gap back to S-Pie and JT. I'm just spinning my legs when I can now. Look at my power grasp, it's going all over the place now. I'm watching other people. Being honest, feeling a little sick. I scoffed down a banana about 10 minutes before getting on. Probably not a good idea. It's just sat right there. But D. Connerty next over the line. Then back to this group here. This will be good to watch towards the end. Group of 5 riders: S-Pie, C. White, A. Lloyd, P. Davies and JT. Who is going to go first here? C. White's, JT's gone for it. P. Davies putting down 8.3. Going to be a race. JT just out the front. Oh, JT, P. Davies, C. White, S-Pie, A. Lloyd, I think is the order. Great sprinting, guys. I've lost the whole group now. Hang on a sec. Go back to me and go over. Sorry if I missed anyone there. G. Evans will be the next over. A little way to go yet. I'll tell you what, might as well tell you now while I'm killing a bit of time. I've felt so hungry the last couple of days. Obviously I'm trying to cut down on eating bad stuff and eat as much good stuff as I can. And I had a big bowl of porridge this morning and then some grapes because I was quite hungry about 11. Just had a few grapes, got me through to lunchtime. At 12:30, I went for that walk that you saw me on. I got back, there's G. Evans over the line. Let's go back to see Shand, just 10 seconds behind. And then Craig, and then me, 14 seconds behind Craig. But yeah, so I got back and made myself an omelette, with a little bit of bacon in it. That was really good. And a couple of hours later, I was starving again. I had to make myself a bowl of, well, this is where I'm trying to be good. I made myself a bowl of veg. I just ate a bowl of veg and a banana for before this ride. So I don't know whether I'm not eating enough or what. I was just really hungry. Here comes Craig then, over the line, sprinting to the end. Great effort, Craig. Still putting the power in right at the end. Back to me. I'll be the next over. We've got I Davies and D Howard 22 seconds behind. I wonder if I stop, can I stop in time? If I go to them, will I see their sprint? Let's see. Here they come then. I Davies and D Howarth. Well, the results have come up on the screen and they've blocked the screen. I'm going to keep looking at the blobs on the right. D Howarth just in front, 4.6 watts per kilogram. I Davies ramping it up, 8.8, 9.4. Looks like it might be taken by I Davies. D Howarth, and then R Hamilton and J Kerr, I think, is how it will finish towards the back. Whew. Well, I was enjoying that. I mean, it was hard, but I was enjoying that until the training cut out. That's something that I need to look at. But in terms of, I don't think I would have stayed with that front group for the whole race. I mean, completely honest, I was really having to, you saw the power, as I normally have. The one thing that is different when you're lighter is judging, you accelerate quicker and slow down quicker. So judging where you are in a pack is a lot more difficult for me because I'm used to having to really put some big numbers out to catch up with the group. And when I do that now, I shoot through the bottom, through the end of the group. And then when I back off too much and I shoot out the back. And it's just a yo-yo effect. It's an exaggerated version of what I normally have to do when I'm at my normal weight. But yeah, great racing. Let's have a look at the results. Let me move my face up there as I usually do. And then let us scroll to the top and see who we've got where. So our Oz, absolutely smashing it. 14 seconds ahead, went out early and led a lot of the way. So did that without any form of drafting help or anything. 2.6 watts per kilogram, so within an acceptable range. So incredible racing, mate. Eric in second, 37.53. And then 5 seconds back was Stu. Seymour in fourth, 38.02. Just pipping Jay Robinson to the line in fifth. And then we have 60, Connerty, 38.57. A little way back then to JT in this little race we saw across the line. JT winning it, 39.21. P. Davies in 8th, just a second behind. C. White, literally a millisecond behind. And S. Pye, again, just a millisecond back in 10th. At the same time, again, A. Lloyd. Look at that, 4 people with 1 minute 43 difference to the leader. Incredible racing and great to see all the watts per kilogram so close to 2.5 as well. G. Evans, 40.25. C. Shan in 13th. C. Finlayson 14th. Myself just behind. And then I know, Craig, thanks for the encouragement to try and catch you. I was watching the riders ahead and I don't know whether I would have if I was paying attention anyway, if I'm completely honest. I. Davies in 16th, D. Howarth in 17th, and Ross Hamilton 44.14. I think that's, I don't think there was anyone else much further back than that, if anybody. Oh, yeah, as I said, really enjoyable up to that point. Quite frustrating that lost power connection. I've obviously lost my heart rate connection as well because it was definitely not a 56 watt BPM average. But yeah, it is what it is. It's a ride in the legs. It's extra kilometres, everything towards the training I need to be doing. So happy anyway. I have now got a nice dinner. I've had a slow cooker casserole on all day, so that's going to be lovely to go and eat now. No cooking required, just straight in a bowl and eating it. So I'm going to do that and I'll catch up with you later. I really did enjoy that casserole as well. It was delicious. And what a race. I mean, I was enjoying it up until the point that my trainer cut out. Being honest, it might have been a slight amount of welcome relief as well, if I'm completely honest, because I don't know whether I could have stayed up with those guys at the front for much longer. And it was the good side to my cutout was that I could catch the other riders across the line, and to see some of the sprints and the close racing towards the end was just awesome to watch. And huge congratulations to everyone. It's just brilliant racing. Today is Saturday morning. Yesterday I jumped on and did the next stage of the Tour de Zwift. Now, I'm trying to work out when to fit these rides in, because we've got a lot going on at the moment with the Sunday races. We have the rides on a Saturday, the race on a Thursday, and a ride on a Tuesday. I don't know why I've just gone backwards through the week there. But just trying to fit in time for the Tour de Zwift rides. And I thought I had a little bit of space in my diary around lunchtime yesterday, so I thought I'll jump on. And the only one I could fit in that time was the shorter route. It would be great to do the longer route, going up Box Hill, the main way, and then the reverse way, whatever. I can't remember what they call it the other way, but there's no way I could have done that in my lunch hour. The only one really that I could have got on was the French route. That was I think it took me about 45 minutes, something like that, and I managed to get off the bike, get back to work, no issue. So at least that's another one ticked off. I've got to think about when I'm going to get the next staging, because this one ends on Sunday, but tomorrow we will be doing the next stage of our Tour of Yorkshire. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake this week than I was last week. 6 laps of the Duchy Estate. So it's got a bit of a kicker hill in that as you come round and it's down. It's pretty much either up or down. No flat in that ride at all, really. So going to be an interesting race. Hopefully I'll do all right. And the thing I got now is I did jump on today and do the Saturday morning banded group ride. So I've ridden on, there'll be 6 days in a row tomorrow, and I don't think I've ever done that before. This morning's group ride, my legs felt really heavy, so I really do not know how I'm going to feel when I get on the bike tomorrow morning. But let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed I can pick up a few points, and good luck to everybody else in it. But obviously you'll see this after we've done it anyway. But moving on to next week's rides then. So we have our Tuesday trundle on Tuesday night. We will continue this week with the 2 separate rides at 2 different watts per kilogram ranges, so that if you want to ride faster you can go in the first group. If you want to ride slower, go along with me in the second group. Keep an eye on the link in the description below. It'll tell you whether to sign up for the C ride or the D ride, and what those watts per kilogram ranges are for each of those rides. One thing to note on the faster ride, whilst it might say that we're aiming between a watts per kilogram, if everybody is comfortable and doing all right, then it will just go at a casual pace. But one thing, as I said in Wednesday's video, it gives you the opportunity. We can see 2 groups. We can see both groups on the ride. So if you do feel like dropping off that front one and joining us on the slower ride, then that is a perfect thing that you can do. The race on Thursday is back to a standard race with our split starts. So D category go on 0, C's go a minute afterwards, B a minute after that, and then the A's. So join up. Again, the links for all of these rides are in the description below. Saturday morning banded group ride. I have to do that one either via Spawn sign up or Google Forms. That's just an hour-long banded group ride. Brilliant for beginners, that one. And then we have the 3rd round of the Tour of Yorkshire on Sunday morning. So 4 rides for the diary next week. Looking forward to those 4, and I'll again try and fit in the Tour de Zwift where I can. But I'm finishing another video feeling really positive, because there's been an awful lot of riding. I can feel it in my legs, but I feel that I'm stepping up, ready for that ride London that's coming up in May. And I'm going to shift slightly more to outside training when I can. I need to see if I'm going to hit those weight limits. And actually, talking about weight, another £2 off this week. Jumped on the scales yesterday morning, another £2. That's £9 in total. So doing all right so far. Got to keep going. Got to keep getting that weight down to be able to use that outdoor bike that I now have back, all shiny and ready to go. But that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, do hit like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.